had a request for this video a while ago, and as you know, I haven't made very many videos. This one, it's a nature sign. The supporting photo shows some shadows in it. Is this submitter identifiable? This is a very common question. I went to the forums, looked up submitter identifiable. There were many, many examples. I'm going to pick a couple of them to go through for you. This first one, great example. This is somebody has put their hat in the photograph. It made it into the game. The people will do this for two reasons. One, they may have a voting network. They tell their friends, if you see that hat in it, it's mine, approve it. It may also be a signal to the community once it makes it into the game. Yes, this is mine. I'm very proud. Look at what I did. These next two examples are very common. They're reflections in glass windows and doors. And I personally think this is submitter identifiable. I will not let them through. And some people may let them through, but if you're submitting something in front of glass, do it at a different angle or a different time of day to make sure your reflection is not in that glass. This next example is really great. There are people in this supporting photograph. Is this submitter identifiable? Well, it depends. If you happen to know these kids, maybe you've seen them at raids, maybe you know who they belong to, then yes, it is definitely submitter identifiable. Is it at some sort of a public place and there are just random people in the photograph? Then no, it is not submitter identifiable. So this one's really up in the air. It depends on the reviewers. I personally have seen things like bikes in nominations and dogs in nominations. I consider those submitter identifiable because people will know dogs and bikes in the local community. That could be their sign that they're the ones submitting this nomination. All right, with all of that in mind, let's go back to this shadow. I don't think this shadow is a submitter identifiable. I'm not going to consider it that. I'm just looking at the nomination here. I'm trying to make sure it's in the right place. I've verified there is some sort of thing there. I can see it in the imagery. I'm going back and forth. I can see the turn in the trail. I don't know definitely if it's there, but I'm pretty confident that it probably is there. So I'm going to say yes for pedestrian access, yes safe, yes accuracy, yes permanent, and I'm going to say no for socialize, yes for exercise, yes for explore, and categories, no for place name sign, yes for science sign, yes for information, yes for nature sign. And I'm just going to read the supporting text, make sure there's nothing bad or identifiable in that. Everything is good. And so I'm going to hit submit.